partial risk sharing facilities provides partial credit guarantee to reduce default risk for participating financial institutions lending to eligible energy efficiency projects. It has SIDBI as the project executing agency. Partial risk guarantee fund for efficient energy efficiency. The Bureau of Energy Efficiency administered the fund to provide partial risk guarantee for financing energy efficiency projects. National Mission on Sustainable Habitat. It seek to promote current and future climate change mitigation. It seek to promote current and future climate change mitigation and adaptation policies in the built environment, including building, waste management, and transport. Objective: improve solid and liquid waste management using recycling and urban waste management. Strengthen urban planning and provide efficient and convenient public transport. Enhance habitat, climate adaptation, and strengthen early warning system for extreme weather. Improve building and energy efficiency using energy conservation techniques. The NMSH has been implemented below four flagship missions: Atal Mission on Rejuvenation and Urban Transformation, Swachh Bharat Mission, Smart City Mission, Urban Transport Program. Additionally, several policies and programs aim to decarbonize existing buildings. Inter area include energy renovation building energy efficiency program, start rating system for commercial buildings, Sonia labeling program, Eco Nivas in Samita for residential buildings, standards and labeling program, National Water Mission. The goal is to ensure integrated water resources management, help to conserve water, minimize wastage, and ensure more equitable distribution both across and within a state. The mission will take into account the provision of the national water policy and develop a framework to optimize water use by increasing water use efficiency by 20% through regulatory mechanism, differential in enlightenment, entitlement and pricing. Objectives of national water policy: integrated water resources management, conserve water, minimize wastage, and ensure more equitable distribution across and within states. Urban water recycling and reuse. Ensure a considerable share of urban water needs to meet through recycling of wastewater. Recycling of wastewater. Coastal city water security. Meet water needs to of coastal cities with alternatives to appropriate desalination technology, including low temperature desalination using ocean water. Basin level climate resilience. Uh, revisit revisit the national water policy with state to adopt basin level management strategies to deal with variabilities in rainfall and river flow due to climate change, supported by enhanced storage and rainwater harvesting. Mechanism to achieve the objective: incentivizing water neutral groundwater positive technology, using technologies like sprinkler, drip irrigation, and bridge and furrow irrigation. Drip and bridge and furrow irrigation. Enhanced water storage both above the below ground rainwater harvesting. Increasing efficiency through regulatory mechanism, pricing and entitlements. Goals of NWM National Water Mission. Goal 1: Comprehensive water database in public domain. Goal 2: Assessment of the impact of climate change on water resources. Goal 3: Promotion of citizen and state action for water conservation, augmentation and preservation, and focused attention to vulnerable areas including overexploited areas. Goal 4: Increasing water use efficiency by 20%. Goal 5: Promotion of basin level integrated water resources management. National Mission. National Mission for Sustaining the Himalayan Ecosystem is a multi-pronged cross-cutting mission across various sectors. It contributes to the sustainable development of the country by enhancing the understanding and of the climate change. Its likely impact and adaptation action required for the Himalaya, a region on which a significant proportion of India's population depends on for sustenance. The following objectives have been identified for the mission: building human and institutional capacities in the different existing and new institutions in the Himalayan region. Identification of national knowledge institutions and development of a self-sustaining knowledge network. Development and adoption of the new method of assessing the health of the Himalayan ecosystem, including those of the glacier and creating a database of the same. Assessment and quantification of the changes in the Himalayan ecosystem attributable to the climate change as a result of globalization and human activities in the region and model for future projections. Exploration of linking of traditional and formal knowledge systems through strategic mechanism of formalization for mutual benefit and value for the sustainability of the Himalayan ecosystem. Identification of most desirable adaptation policies to improve regional sustainabilities. National Mission for a Green India. Green India Mission GIM. GIM. Green India Mission put greening in the context of climate change adaptation and mitigation. Greening is meant to enhance ecosystem service such as carbon sequestration, storage in food and other ecosystem, forest and other ecosystem, hydrological service and biodiversity, as well as other provisioning service such as fuel, fodder, small timber, non-timber forest products, non-timber forest products. The objectives of the mission are increased forest year trees cover on 5 mha of forest and non-forest land and improved quality of forest cover on other 5 mha, a total of 10 mha, to 10 meter hectare. Sure. Improved ecosystem service including biodiversity, hydrological service and carbon sequestration as a result of treatment of 10 mha. Increased forest waste livelihood income of about 3 million households living in and around the forest. Enhanced annual CO2 sequestration by 50 to 60 million ton in the year 2020. Submissions. Submission 1: enhancing quality of forest cover and improving ecosystem service. Submission 2: ecosystem restoration and increase in forest cover. Restoring a plantation buckthorn, sea buckthorn, storing a planting buckthorn, properly known as the Leh barrier. It is also called the wonder plant or Ladakh gold. It has medicinal, nutritional properties. It can fix atmospheric nitrogen. It is tolerant to extreme temperature and is ideal for controlling soil erosion and desertification. Submission 3: enhancing tree cover in urban and peri-urban areas, including institutional lands. Submission 4: agroforestry and social forestry, increasing biomass and creating carbon sink. Submission 5: restoration of the wetlands. National Mission for Sustainable Agriculture. The National Mission for Sustainable Agriculture was designed to raise agricultural productivity, especially in rain-fed area. About 60% of the India's net sown area is rain-fed and contributes around 40% of total food production. Its focus areas include integrated farming, water use efficiency, soil health, and resource conservation. Core pillars of sustainable agriculture and MSA framework for long-term productivity, resource security, and farmer resilience. Optimized crop resources management. Optimized crop and resources management. Focus on improving seeds, livestock, integrated pest, and nutrient management. Nutrient management. Maximizing water and farmer efficiency, prioritizing water use efficiency and modernizing traditional farm practices. Financial and risk safeguard, strengthening the agricultural backbone through insurance, credit source, support, and marketing. Knowledge access and livelihood diversification. Empowering farmers with information and expanding income source beyond basic cultivation. Farm water management, enhancing water use efficiency by promoting technological intervention like drip and sprinkle technology, efficient water application and distribution system, secondary storage, etc. These activities were later subsumed under the per drop more crop per drop more crop component of the Pradhan Mantri Krishi Sinchai Yojana in 2015-16. Soil health management, promoting integrated nutrients management through judicious use of chemical fertilizers, including secondary and micronutrients in conjunction with organic manure and biofertilizer. Also focus on strengthening soil and fertilizer testing facility to improve soil test based recommendations to farmers for improving soil fertility. Soil health card scheme under implementation since February 2015 to provide soil health card to all farmers in the country. The soil health card scheme provides farmers with a soil health card every 2 years. The card shows soil nutrient status, and recommend doses for better soil health. Under the scheme, village youth and farmers up to the 40 years of age are eligible to set up the soil health laboratories and undertake testing. The laboratory costs up to 5 lakh 70%, 75% of which can be funded by the central and state governments. A study conducted by the National Productivity Council says the application of the soil health card recommendations has led to a decline of 8 to 10% in the use of chemical fertilizers. It contains the following 12 parameters on which recommendations are given: NPK, macronutrients, sulfur, secondary nutrient, zinc, ferrous, copper, magnesium, borium, micronutrients, pH, acidity or basicity, EC, electrical conductivity, OC, organic carbon, physical parameters. National Mission on Strategic Knowledge for Climate Change. The National Mission on Strategic Knowledge for Climate Change, implemented by the Department of the Science and Technology, promote researches, knowledge generation, and capacity building related to the climate change. The mission has been revised to align its objectives and priorities with the commitments of the city. Build a knowledge network, link climate science institutions, and enable data sharing through a policy framework and institutional support. Set up global technology with groups, watch groups, create institutional capacity to evaluate and select risk minimized technology for development choices. Strengthen regional climate modeling. Develop national capacity to model seasonal, zone-wise regional impact of climate change within the country. Promote impact research network. Encourage research on climate change impact on agriculture, health, natural ecosystem, biodiversity, coastal zone, and other key socio-economic sectors. Improve awareness of climate risk, enhance understanding of the key climate process and the resulting risk and consequences, expand global collaboration, build alliance and partnership through international and bilateral science and technology cooperation on climate change research and technology development. INCA, Indian Network for Climate Change Assessment. Indian Network for Climate Change Assessment is a national assessment network initiated by the Ministry of Environment and Forest to generate India specific climate science and assessment report prepared by Indian Network for Climate Change Assessment will form a part of India's national communication. National India National Communication NetCom to the UNFCCC. NetCom. NetCom refers to the India's official national communication submission to the UNFCCC, prepared through a national process by the Ministry of Environment as part of the reporting obligation. It typically includes a national greenhouse gas inventory, vulnerability and adaptation assessment, and information on policies, measures, and constraints. And NetCom, National Commission Communication, is funded through the Global Environment Facility for developing non-annexed first countries, usually implemented with agencies like UNDP or UNEP. State Action Plan on Climate Change. State Action Plan on Climate Change. State Action Plan on Climate Change. State Action Plan on Climate Change are crucial instruments designed to translate the broader objective of India's National Action Plan on Climate Change into concrete steps. These plans recognize that climate challenges tailor ranging from vulnerable coast region to unique Himalayan ecosystem. The approach and design of SAPCC, State Action Plan on Climate Change, have evolved significantly over time. Initial phase, though they are focused on mitigation effort to reduce emissions, they were characterized by standalone climate projects that had limited linkage to state budget and were broadly aligned with NAP's emissions without deep local contextualization. Revised phase 2020 onward. Recent revision of the SAPCC's mark a decisive shift towards adaptation-led development. They now emphasize contextual risk consideration, sectoral vulnerability, and alignment with district level development priorities. Key features of the revised SABCCs include integration with development. They integrate water security, resilient livelihoods, urban resilience, and ecosystem restoration directly into state development ability. Institutional coordination. The plan were now better integrated with state planning and department and converge with flagship social sector schemes in water, agriculture, and urban development. Community focus. There is a strong emphasis on the role of communities, local institutions, and outcome and resilience focused monitoring. This evolution from mitigation oriented document and development integrated evaluation framework highlight a growing recognition that true climate resilience is best achieved through locally grounded and institutionally embedded intervention. These planning frameworks have paved the way for highly successful subnational and state-specific initiatives such as Kerala. Key initiative Kera Climate Resilience, Climate Resilient, Agri Value Chain Modernization. Climate Resilient, no one is here. See what I am studying right now. चूतिया हैं लोग तो कौन दिशा में चला जाए रे बटुरिया Kira climate resilient agriculture modernization build a climate resilient agricultural sector promoting low carbon cultivation support smallholder commercialization through farmer producer companies provide grants to agri-pro SMSs, MSMEs and agri-tech startups. Battery storage mandate for solar. Battery storage mandates for solar. KSEB requires the new connected households and solar plants such as rooftop system above 100 kilowatt to install battery storage capacity. Ease of doing business, and sustainability. Simplified environmental clearance. Avoided renewable energy sector. Promote carbon neutral gram panchayat. Worked on water body rejuvenation. Meghalaya. Ecosystem based water security. Mega rise. Focus on protecting critical catchment area through sustainable forest management. Use this mapping to track over 55,000 springs. Established over 500 community based water harvesting project to improve climate resilient water management. Odisha Water Governance and Pani Panchayat empowered over 39,000 Pani Panchayat to manage water resources. Odisha integrated irrigation project for climate resilient agriculture. Enhanced enhanced minor irrigation system boosted water productivity and agricultural output. Garbage Free Urban Odisha 2023 transform legacy municipal waste into wealth using advanced biomining technologies and plasma procedures. Secures reclaimed dump sites, dump sites against further dumping. Tamil Nadu Coastal Restoration Mission sustainably harnessing ocean resources and blue economy project protect a vulnerable 1069 km coastline focuses on combating shoreline erosion mitigates pollution enhanced coastal biodiversity improve local livelihoods decarbonization and pollution control promotes a social park and a district level decarbonization plans support common effluent treatment plants for pollution intensive industry clusters such as tanneries and textile units. Gujarat, Ahmedabad. Heat Action Plan and Heat Insurance. Ahmedabad introduced South Asia's first heat action plan. Rajasthan, Jodhpur. Net zero community cooling stations. Launched community cooling stations that combine passive cooling techniques like wind towers and uh, vetiver curtains with solar power. उत्तराखंड रुद्रप्रयाग कम्युनिटी रेडियो फॉर डिजास्टर प्रिपेयरनेस मंदाकिनी की आवाज़ coordinates with meteorological and disaster management authorities broadcast early warning disaster advisories and public service announcement to vulnerable communities. Andhra Pradesh digital environmental clearances implemented e-government approval expanded the online consent management and monitoring system OCMMS, multiple states and cities, municipal green bonds, urban local bodies in Indore, Ghaziabad, Ahmedabad, and Vadodara raised funds through municipal green bonds, finance local climate aligned infrastructure such as water treatment, sewage treatment, and solar plant, climate resilient village, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, and Odisha. Institutionalized resilience at grassroots level, transform climate adaptation into a localized governance functions. National Program on Climate Change and Human Health. National Program on Climate Change and Human Health is the national program under Ministry of Home Affairs to address health risk rising for climate change and strengthen health system prepared for climate sensitiveness. It was approved and launched in 2019 under the National Health Mission framework with NCDC National Center for Disease Control as a key national technical anchor. Key objective to create awareness regarding the impact of climate change on human health, to strengthen the capacity of the health workforce on climate change and its impact on human health, to strengthen health preparedness and response by performing situational analysis, developing adaptation plans, implementing integrated environmental and health surveillance, dissemination of alerts, and building climate resilient health infrastructure and services, to develop partnership with other missions, ministries, national program and organizations, to support ICMR in strengthening research strategy on climate change and health. Key activities: National Action Plan for Climate Change and Human Health and State Action Plan on Climate Change and Human Health. National, state, and district level governance frameworks have been set up and operationalized. District Action Plan on Climate Change and Human Health. Thematic areas: the Air pollution and health, heat related illness, extreme weather event related illness, health issues, green and climate resilient health system, interministerial coordination, coastal and marine resilience.